Connecting online through webinars and virtual events have become the go-to. They're cheaper, more convenient, and you can connect with an even wider audience. That being said, if you're going to host a webinar, you want to make sure that you can lock in your audience from the start, keeping them focused and engaged throughout. And if you're looking for tips on how to do just that, look no further. You've come to the right place. Hey guys, I'm Daniela, Content Manager at Livestorm. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my 5 top tips for webinar presenters to help your event stand out from the crowd, so it's not just another boring webinar, but one that sparks interest and engagement for your attendees. Are you ready to jump in? Let's go. Storytelling is a great way to add context and life to an otherwise boring or technical topic. It can help you connect with your audience and help them to understand how your product or service can impact their everyday life. And if you're hosting a webinar to market your product, one easy way to do this is by sharing a customer story. And I recommend choosing a customer with the same or similar business persona as those in your audience to ensure that it's really relevant. You can discuss problems that they faced, how your solution helped them, and what they were able to achieve. And if possible, why not invite your customer to tell the story themselves? I find that having more than one presenter automatically makes a webinar more appealing. One of the biggest challenges today when it comes to virtual meetings is making them engaging and have your audience actively participate. And 2 ways to overcome this are by choosing the right platform to host your virtual event and by being intentional with creating an interactive presentation. With Livestorm, we have a range of features like the chat, questions, and poll tabs, and even fun emoji reactions that allow our users to stay actively engaged and to add to the conversation. And when it comes to our events, I like to use live polls throughout the entire presentation rather than only at the very beginning or end. It keeps it interesting and allows you to weave in your audience feedback and opinions into the conversation. And another quick tip is to find fun, less formal moments in your event, like doing rapid fire questions, especially if you have guest speakers. For example, if your event is on social media marketing, you can have a rapid fire question like LinkedIn or Twitter and have your guests answer while also asking the audience the same time in the polls. If you want to lock in your audience from the start and stay top of mind, begin and end your event with a bang. You can do this by sharing some surprising stats at the beginning, an amusing anecdote, or even an upbeat video. When we host our product demos at Livestorm, we like to start by showing a video of our product at the beginning. And we find that the tempo of the music and overall format of the video helps to get the audience hyped and build a little excitement. At the end of the webinar presentations, a lot of people like to close with a thank you slide. I say, lose it. Instead, opt for something more interesting and engaging. And this could be by running a quiz, doing a rapid fire question session, as I mentioned before, or ending with an inspiring story. PowerPoint slides are definitely the status quo for giving virtual presentations. However, depending on what kind of event you're hosting, you don't need to limit yourself to only this format. For example, if you're hosting a panel discussion, you can change it up by only sharing the live stream of you and your guest speakers. But if you do want to use a PowerPoint, I suggest avoiding bullet points and text-heavy slides. Instead, use powerful visuals, videos, and why not even the occasional GIF to add some spice to your presentation. Don't be afraid to add a little humor to your content. Bottom line, you just want to give your audience some cognitive breaks in between so you don't lose their focus. Now this one should be a given, but don't forget to set up your space and prepare for your event. If you're running your event from home, avoid having a messy background. Personally, I prefer adding a blur to my background or using a virtual one in order to avoid any distractions. And if there are any bright lights or windows around, it's best to have them in front of you so that your face is illuminated. I also suggest using headphones when presenting for the best audio quality. And don't forget to do a technical check to make sure that your internet is up to speed and that your microphone and webcam are working properly. To play it safe, I recommend running a test session of your event at least a day or a few days before your live event. And make sure that anyone that will be presenting attends this test session, and try to record your event so that you can check out the replay after. Well, that's it for this video, folks. I'm going to turn it around to you and ask you, what are your top tips for running a successful virtual event? Don't hesitate to add it to the comment section, and for more great content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you very soon, and until then, keep creating, keep engaging, and keep those connections alive. Take care. Bye.